So welcome everyone to this week's Walk on Water moment. And today I have this beautiful guest with me whose name is Barbara Hayward. And I know this lady has an amazing walk on water moment to share with all of us. I've known Barb for many years and such a beautiful soul. So without further ado, welcome Barb.
Hi Geraldine, how are you?
I am really well, thank you. And it's so lovely to have you here today to share your wow moment.
Thank you, I feel really blessed.
Oh, it's a pleasure. So we'll get straight into it, Barb. So would you like to share with the viewers and the listeners, what was your walk on water moment?
Right, I'll go back a little bit. In November of 2012, I was in Perth and I was at a very low moment in my life, and I was coming up to 60. My heart had broken all my life. I have served everyone. I've done everything that had been asked. And I said to God, I want to come home. I said, I'm nearly 60. I cannot heal my heart. I don't know what to do. And so could I please just come home? I know the family will be upset, but I need to come home. If there's a way that my heart can heal, please allow that to happen. So I let it go, and I had to come to Melbourne for, I don't know what for, and I heard there was a really good reader, psychic reader, that a friend of mine had gone to, so I booked in with her, and it was the Monday morning, the 30th of January 2013, and what happened was it was at 10 o'clock, and I got there, and we sat down, and it was such chaos. But the first thing she came out with was, oh, you've raised 2 boys. And I said, yes. She said, but you've got another boy. And I said, yes. And she said, oh, but you haven't raised him. And I said, no, he was taken away from me when I was 16. And she said, well, I'm here to tell you he's coming back into your life. Well, I didn't go there for this. I wanted a business reading. And I was not happy, I can tell you. So I said, oh, no, well, that's never going to happen, because that was so long ago, and 43 years ago, you know, it's not going to happen. So she kept insisting, and I kept insisting that I didn't want to hear about that because that's not what I paid for. In amongst all this, I get a phone call from New Zealand, my son in New Zealand. I never hear from him through the day, yet here he is. So I said, look, I'm really sorry, I need to answer this. He informed me that my brother had just died. And so that was the end of everything. So I went back, we finished the reading, and I'm going, no, it's not real. I went back to the place where I was staying. I was now going into Melbourne to meet my son Harley, my eldest son Harley, and staying at his place and going back to Perth the next morning. And I had to decide whether to stay for the funeral or not. When I was on the train, I realised it was Harley's birthday, that I had this reading on Harley's birthday. Now, we've got daylight saving now, but when Harley was born, we didn't have daylight saving. Yes. So instead of 10 o'clock, it would have been 9 o'clock. Harley was born at 9:20 in the morning.
Yeah.
And then I realised that was my son's birthday as well, because my son that was taken away and Harley were born on the same day.
Oh my goodness.
And he was born at 8:30. Harley was born at 9:20. And I had the reading at 10 o'clock, right in the middle of the two. I went back and I was telling Harley, and he goes, oh, that'll be so fun, Mum. I said, well, don't get excited. It's not going to happen. So go forward a little bit, and it's now my 60th birthday. And my husband's 60 a day after me. And so Harley had come over for the celebrations. Long short story, at 4:15 on Tuesday the 9th of April, I was told that Craig was looking for me. My son had gone the day before to the agency, and she wrote a letter trying to locate me on my 60th birthday.
Oh my goodness, Barb.
And the healing process didn't start then. I started crying at 4:15 in the afternoon on the 9th of April, and I finished full-time crying at the 2nd of December the same year. It just overwhelmed me. I went to counselling. We didn't connect straight away. It was through an intermediary. And long short story is that we're still in contact. In fact, Harley and he and I are going out for dinner for a late birthday celebration tomorrow night. The thing that I looked at was I asked for help to heal my heart that for nearly 44 years couldn't happen. And what I realized is the only thing that could have happened to heal my heart was him coming back.
Yeah.
So the law of attraction came in here. Okay, the cycle was 44 years, but it still happened.
Yeah.
You know, we don't get it immediately, but it happened. And I was in the process of writing a book, and I put it away. And in fact, I was talking to you,
Yes.
and you asked how the boys were and how everything was going. And you asked about the book. And I said, well, you know, it's going to get done. It's in the bottom drawer. And you said to me, I've just been told to tell you that you're going to write the wrong book. You thought you were procrastinating. I said, well, 2.5 years, yep, I would say so. And she said, no, she said, you said it was the wrong book. I said, no, it's the right book. It's all about me as a medium and my adventures and all sorts of funny things that happened to us. She said, no, it's the wrong book. You said to me, what's the name of your book again? And I said, Letters from Grandma. And you said you couldn't have written the book because all your grandchildren had not returned.
Oh, Barb, how beautiful.
And so I argued with you, as I do often, because I want to be right and you're always right. And
no, not always.
I did go back to Spirit that night because I wasn't going to put it in the book. It was too painful. And I asked Spirit, what should I do? And they said to me next morning, they don't tell me what to do, but how can you write a book on spiritual awareness if there is no forgiveness and healing in it?
Yeah. So
the story had to be told. That wasn't cathartic in itself. That was very painful. But then I took time out to heal. And mid last year, I realized I had healed. Well, actually, yes, last year, I realized I'd fully healed.
Well, Barb, that is just
the journey.
Yeah, just an amazing wow moment. Just fantastic. I guess it's the wow moment of allowing, of just asking for that help and letting it go and allowing it to come. I really want to thank you, Barb. I'm sorry our time is up. It always goes so fast. Thank you so much
for being with
this and sharing that. But I'm sure you have lots of other wow moments. So I'm going to be back to you.
Okay.
For more of your wow moments because I know there are lots.
Thank you.
So everyone,
much for the opportunity.
You'll find, if you'd love to connect to Barb, you'll find details on my website. So thank you, Barb.
Thank you very much, Geraldine. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.